Okay, time for a new video. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. This is yet another Eurovision 2026 related video here on my channel, and another reaction type video as well, because right now I'm about to listen in full for the first time to Switzerland's entry with regards to the 2026 edition of the Eurovision Song Contest, which, as we all know, will take place this May in Vienna, Austria. As always, you're welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment down below, and as always, there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. So we've known about the Swiss representative since January. They were internally chosen by the Swiss broadcaster SRG-SSR, and it is Veronica Fusaro, 28 years of age, from Thun. She was born there to an Italian father and Swiss mother. She's previously appeared on her country's version of The Voice. She's also performed at the Swiss Music Awards and at the Glastonbury Festival, and was the opening artist for Mark Knopfler during the Nîmes Festival some time ago. She's released 2 albums, the most recent of which came out in October of last year. Previous songs of hers include Pluto, Venom, Roller Coaster, Summer Lightning and Slot Machine. But her track for this year's ESC is called Alice, and the music video premiered on the official Eurovision Song Contest YouTube channel a short time ago, and once this advert is over and done with, I'm going to give it a watch for the very first time. So Switzerland, of course, have won Eurovision on 3 occasions, and those wins have been fairly spread out over the decades. They hosted and won the first contest in 1956 in Lugano, and Lisasia came out on top that year with Refrain. And then in 1988 in Dublin, we had Celine Dion with Ne partez pas sans moi, winning by a very narrow margin indeed, ahead of the UK. And then, of course, we had Nemo a couple of years ago with The Code, 591 points, but they finished 4th in their semi-final with 132 points. If we take a look at Switzerland's form specifically over the past couple of years, it's really impressive, because I'm looking at it here on screen now. A couple of last places in the semi-finals, and very rarely making the final for a very long time. From 2007 to 2019, just 2 appearances in a Eurovision Grand Final, and they finished last in the final in Dusseldorf in 2011. So they found things really tough, but they then turned a corner. Mainly in 2019, so just before this decade got going, with She Got Me by Luca Hänni, 4th place in Tel Aviv. Then we had John's Tears twice. Répondez-moi was great. That would have challenged for the win, I'm sure, had the competition gone ahead in Rotterdam that year. But he came back in 2021 with Tout l'univers, arguably a stronger effort. Finished 3rd, 432 points, won the jury vote. The public didn't mind it either. Those moving white blocks on stage, the black outfit, the arm movements. It was a really great song and a very fine performance indeed. Then we had Marius Bear in Turin. Public didn't really care too much for this one, 0 points if I remember correctly, in the public half of the results in the final, but a really nice, simply executed track, 17th place in the end. Then we had Remo Forrer in Liverpool with Watergun. Again, this was fine, a very credible entry, did qualify, 20th place in the final, 92 points. Then, of course, we had Nemo, and we all know what happened there, swinging about on that podium, and the lights flashing above him, or them, rather. Really terrific. And then we had Zoe May with Voyage last year, and this was such a beautiful, emotional, lovely track to listen to. You know, it wasn't doing anything fancy whatsoever. The staging was pretty much non-existent. It was just her sitting there and the camera moving around them, pretty much all one shot. Fantastic. 10th place, 214 points. The juries loved this. The public gave it nothing. Disgraceful. Arguably the most shocking 0 points we've maybe ever had at the Eurovision Song Contest. So what are we going to get this time around from Veronica Fusaro with the song Alice? Well, I'm just going to get straight into this. I'm already rambling. What I'm watching won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching. That's the way it usually is, but chances are you've seen this by now anyway. The music video doesn't matter much. What matters is the quality of the song and thinking ahead to Eurovision. How is it going to be staged? All of that sort of business. So yes, here we go. I've got very high hopes for this. This song was the rumoured track yesterday, and indeed, it's now been confirmed. Alice for Switzerland. So we've got Michelle, the Israeli track, we have Bella, the Maltese track, and now we have Alice. Maybe Armenia are going to send us a song called, I don't know, Cassandra or something. Anyway, let's get cracking, shall we? Deliver the goods, Switzerland. Here we go. A wedding. Okay, straight away, this is giving off a slightly... I don't know, I don't want to use the word sassy because I use that all the damn time, but it is giving off a whiff of that ever so slightly straight away here. Oh. Oh, I liked that. The little bit of guitar kicking in there. For some reason, I'm thinking ahead to the staging, and I'm thinking that Veronica is sitting down at a table, and the camera is just very slowly panning around her. Yeah, for some reason I can see that. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is, it's interesting, really, because it felt like a bit of a ballad at the start, and now it's turning into a little bit more of a rock-type entry, I guess, but certainly not at all heavy. So an interesting mix thus far. And now we're slowing down again in the second verse. I really like her voice. I was hoping, I've got to be honest, I'm halfway through now. I was hoping for something a little bit more full-on alternative rock. But this is fine. I do wonder how competitive it is. Wedding photo here. So, Veronica is playing this person who I think is a bit jealous that the bride is now getting shacked up with a man. That's what it looks like to me. I'm in love with you. Yeah. I don't know where this music video was shot, but quite a beautiful building. Oh. Yeah, she's imagining dancing with her. I really don't know what more I can say about this. Obviously, I'm not a professional journalist, if you didn't realise. But yeah, I'm really liking this. I am liking the little bit of rock that's coming into play here, absolutely. And the music video is pretty cool. It is packing a little bit of grit as we move on in this chorus. I just wish it was a little bit more elevated somehow. Oh! Smearing cake over her face. Sam Ryder guitar solo here, maybe? I can appreciate that. Shame it won't be live in Vienna. Looks like the Alps here. Well, I will say, I wonder if they could maybe recreate this video somewhat on stage. That could be very interesting. Staging will absolutely be key here, because in all honesty, I do wonder how competitive this is. But it's a really nice track. It's a really nice track. It's not doing anything too remarkable. It's not doing anything we haven't really heard before, which is a bit of a shame, but it is very difficult to be truly unique at Eurovision, I would say. Let's take a look at some of the comments. I'm disappointed. It's bland and dated. This is Napa 2026. Nothing like Napa, if you ask me. Wait, I kinda actually love this. It's going to grow on me soon. I'm obsessed. The first impression of this song is truly beautiful. I believe this is a slightly different version of this song, taken from her most recent album. Let's go lesbians, let's go. Go sapphic representation. How will they stage this, though? I think the story of the music video is very important to the song. I absolutely agree. And I think somehow partially recreating this video on stage might be a very good idea, but at the same time, as much as you want great staging, you don't want the staging to overshadow the song Hello Ollie Alexander. We all remember what happened there. So, yeah, the staging's going to have to be really important for this one, because otherwise I think it's probably going to fall flat on its damn face, I'm afraid to say. I'm just thinking, are the public really going to gravitate towards this? Switzerland are in the first half of the second semi-final, and I'm looking here. Bulgaria, we all sort of know how that's going to come across live. Romania, that's going to get more love. Don't know what Armenia have in store. Definitely, I think this is going to be more of a jury favourite. I really do think that already, based on the first listen. Entirely possible that could happen. But yeah, I don't think I've got much else to say about it. The song is good, but nothing special. She needs something to stand out because we have better rock songs in the competition. It's a bit boring in my opinion. In this year's Eurovision, this is unique. I mean, I suppose so. There's not really anything else quite like it, but if anything, it's still not bringing something really fresh and dynamic to the table. Boring AF. Dead last with the televoting. Nobody will vote for this. Yeah, I've got concerns. I've got concerns already, I'm afraid. Because that second semi-final, there's definitely a couple of songs there that I think we can all agree are definitely going through. Yeah. Get the juries on board, stage it well, and hope some public love comes through. If I had to give this a score out of 10, 10 being amazing, 1 being dreadful, I'm going to give it a 6.5 right now. I think it will grow on me a lot. I can really appreciate this sound. I like her voice. The music video's great. But I think it is going to be a bit of an uphill battle to get people truly on board with this. You can have a really great song, but people still might not vote for you if they are gravitating towards something that is leaping out at them a lot more. And in that second semi-final, there are songs that are going to stand out more than this one, I'm afraid. And so, yeah, the hard work begins now, I guess. But certainly, by no means a crushing disappointment. Very interesting in terms of the story, I guess, that's being told here. Yeah. What else is there to say? Not a great deal. I'm rambling really badly now. But let me know what you think about Alice by Veronica Fusaro for Switzerland. A very welcome effort into this year's lineup. And I'll be back with another Eurovision 2026 related video fairly soon. We only have a few more songs to go. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay safe, and bye for now.